The Leafs blow their third consecutive lead in 3 straight games and lose. All 3. They blow a 3-1 lead to the Islanders and lose in overtime. They have a 3-0 lead yesterday to Colorado. You blow it. You have a 2-1 lead after 2 periods in this game. You blow it. And it's getting to a point where it's getting embarrassing. Albeit it's been embarrassing, let's be honest here. When aren't we embarrassed as Leaf fans? But it's getting quite interesting now. The Leafs have now lost 3 straight. They're 21-11-8 on the season. And, well, okay, thank you for that text message. Really needed that to hear that right now. And with the Red Wings win in regulation tonight over the Leafs, they are 1 point back of the Leafs, with the Leafs having still 2 games in hand, but they're right there. And you're only 1 up on the Lightning with having 3 games in hand. They're right there. The Leafs got to figure it out, man. They have to figure this out. They play another 40 minutes. Oh, they were awful in the first period, but somehow it's a 0-0 game. Ilya Samsonov gets the start, and yeah, the stat line of 3 goals and 22 shots, but he's not the reason this team lost. You scored 2 on 30. Love the guy dearly, loved Optimus Rhyme, but for the love of God, it's James Reimer. We said going into the game, he had a 341 goals against an 889 save percentage. You gotta score more than 2. Michelle and Keefe juggling up the lines all over the place. Nyes in the 4th line, Holmberg to the top line, which actually looked very good, and a jumbled 2nd and 3rd line that looked all over the place. Nobody could complete a pass. It was quite ugly. And you lose. And a question for you Leaf fans. What did William Lagesson do to Sheldon Keefe to get on his bad side? Gio gets scratched tonight, and in comes Connor Timmins. What has Connor Timmins done? And for any, Leaf fan who says, well, he's got this many points, you evidently do not watch this game, or watch this team, or watch that player. Because it gives me Precious Chua vibes, where he'll give you some pretty cool highlights, but every time he gets the puck, or in Precious Chua's case, gets the ball, you want to scream at the TV because you have a feeling a turnover's happening. It's so scary watching him play. And with Lagesson and Benoit, when they were playing together, they looked great. They look sound. Why is he getting the spot? But whatever. Sheldon Keefe's all over the place right now. He comes in this morning to morning skate and is like, the vibes aren't good right now. We're not feeling good. I'm like, oh, that's great, Sheldon. Thank you. And you blow another lead tonight. Let's break this thing down. First period, as I mentioned, all over the place. The Leafs were horrific. 2-on-1s against, left and right. Samsonov made a really nice save in the first period, coming all the way across. I think it was on Rasmussen. He faced 10 shots in the first period, didn't allow any, looked quite calm in the net, looked nice. Then in the second period, a point shot from Morgan Rielly gets tipped in by Pontus Holmberg. And it's a 1-0 Leaf lead, and Holmberg on the top line for the first time gets the goal 32 seconds into the period. But then Dylan Larkin scores, and 2 things happen on this play that I don't like. One, Samsonov, once the puck comes to the front of the net, he's still hugged to the post, so the entire left side is wide open. Second of all, Jake McCabe with the absolutely horrendous turnover behind his own net. And that is now 2 or 3 games in a row now that Jake McCabe has done some wild things that have not led to good results. So that's something to keep an eye on. But then Larkin scores far side and Samsonov, and we're tied at 1. But then Mitch Marner and Tyler Bertuzzi connect on a beautiful little give-and-go play and bury it into the empty cage late in the second period. In fact, a $1:48 to go. $1:42, excuse me. $1:42 to go in the period. Marner gets point number 600. He got goal number 18 on the year. Bertuzzi and McCabe grab assists, and you go into the second intermission with the lead 2-1. Shots on goal 14-7 Leafs in the second period, and a much better second. And you go to the third. And Morgan Rielly tries to pass the puck down, and his stick blows up on him. And now Daniel Sprong's away to the races. Riley's got no stick. He's trying to catch up to him, and then Ilya Samsonov. I don't know what he's doing there. I get the poke check, but the poke check and the swim on your back, it's just ugly, man. It's just ugly. How about we stay quiet and try to be big and try and make a save? But he doesn't. He's flying around, ends up on his back, and we're tied at 2. I know the loss isn't based on Samsonov, but that goal, I don't know. I don't get it. Really, I have no idea. But then, as we saw yesterday, a late third period goal kills you. But the thing that really gets under me, screw it. The thing that really pisses me off about watching this is, again, I've said it for the last little while in my Toronto videos in general. We can't have nice things. Samsonov makes that ridiculous save, and it looks like the puck was going to go in. And he makes an insane glove save. What was it, less than a minute after that? They get in the zone and cave the Leafs in, and then Andrew Kopp scores with a $1:40 to go in the game. Everyone's flying all over the place. No one knows positionally where the hell they are. And Kopp fires it in. With a minute 40 to go, you at least don't get a point, as you didn't yesterday. And then Lucas Raymond scores the empty netter with 19 seconds left, and that's game, set, match. It's embarrassing, man. And until this Leaf team can show me any sort of consistent hockey, like maybe string a couple wins together would be nice as well. I'm not counting the Sharks. Because you have one of the harder schedules moving forward the rest of the year. And you're already hanging on for dear life. Shots on goal in the third period. 10-7 in favor of the Leafs. Who cares? They outscored you 3-0. 30-24 for the game. No one cares. Special teams wise, the power play looks putrid. And that's a nice way of saying it. 0 for 3. Wouldn't be shocked if they had less than 3 or 4 shots on the power plays combined. They were 0 for 2, so they weren't much better. But for the love of God, the Leafs are supposed to have a top 5 power play in the league. And it looks awful. I don't get it. Sure, Samsonov 3 goals and 23 shots, but he gave your team a chance. And honestly, that's all I'm asking for from a goaltender. Give your team a chance. Martin Jones didn't look great yesterday. You scored 3 goals, albeit, you blew a lead, but the last one goes through them, so you don't want that to happen late in the game. Samsonov made some massive saves early on, made that massive save late in the game. Your team can't bail you out, though. Stats-wise, it's not great for Samsonov. An .870 save percentage, albeit I think it's better than a season. Yeah, .862. But your team played like crap in front of you. Leafs, wake up! There's no shoe-in to make the playoffs anymore. The NHL is so damn flat, thanks to Gary, that anybody can beat anybody on any given night. So losing out on these even the pity points, even the putrid points, they mean something. And I don't want down the stretch of the season for those points to mean something. I want to look back and say, well, thank God they don't. But as of right now, watching this team play, it's awful. Before that 4-game win streak they had on the West Coast, and the one game against the Sharks on the way back, before that, didn't they lose like 3 in a row there? And now they've lost 3 in a row now? It's ugly. Now, who the hell starts in the next one? Because let's be honest, it ain't going to be easy. The next stretch for the Toronto Maple Leafs is not easy hockey. Albeit nothing is in this league, but you have the Oilers. One of the best teams in hockey right now. Finally, they're playing well. They've won 10 straight. They're feeling fantastic about themselves. That's your next opponent. You then play Calgary. Yeah, they're kind of fluttering, but they've won 3 in a row. They're feeling a little bit better about themselves. We all know Vancouver's one of the best teams in hockey, so they're feeling great. Seattle, all of a sudden, after being horrid for most of the year, they've won 9 in a row. And by the way, after that, you face the Jets back-to-back. It's a home and home against the Jets. Then you have the Islanders and Stars. This stretch is tough. And if this team doesn't want to fall out of a playoff spot fast, they got to find a way to win some games. But they have to play better. It's getting embarrassing right now. Now, obviously, there's still lots of hockey in the season to go. I believe isn't it game 41 on the season today? Let me just confirm that. Game 41. We're right at the midway point of the season, and this team doesn't look great. And they have a really tough stretch coming up. You had to win these 2 games, especially with the 3-0 lead and a lead going into the third today. You needed to win these games. You didn't. And now you're going to the West Coast. Looking to find a way. I don't know. I got nothing else to say. You know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one if you enjoyed the video and not the game today. Because if you did, you're obviously not a Leaf fan, which is fine. Totally fine. Because there's a lot of people who hate the Leafs. Just like a lot of people hate the Cowboys. And I loved watching that game today. Cowboys losing is always fun. And I presume that's a lot of people against the Leafs, which is fine. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button if you guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game, thoughts on this team overall. Hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Or comment down below everything. Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you're not done so already. And I will talk to you guys. God, Raptors edition. They've lost 3 straight. Like I said, can't have nice things. They've lost 3 straight. Leafs have lost 3 straight. After everyone was buzzing at the start of the year, everything's feeling great. Nope, nosedive. They take on the Boston Celtics tomorrow at 7:30 at Scotiabank Arena. We'll see how that one goes. And as for the Leafs, they're back in action. Is it Tuesday? I want to say it's Tuesday in Edmonton, right? Let me just fully confirm that. Yeah, Tuesday in Edmonton, 9 o'clock puck drop. I presume Jones is going to get the start, unless they feel really great about what you saw from Samsonov today, but I wouldn't. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be tough. You have a back-to-back coming up next weekend, so I presume you go Jones until the back-to-back and you play Samsonov in one of those 2 games. That's where I'm at. We'll see how it goes. 9 o'clock puck drop in Edmonton. I don't know. We'll see what happens.